Welcome back to another ranked standard video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we make our way to 40,000 subscribers. Today we're doing Selesnya tokens building around Elspeth Storm Slayer. You'll probably see me play this card a lot. This is one of many decks we're going to slot her into. She's great. I've already reviewed her. I'll just say it again. She's a 5-mana planeswalker, doubles your tokens, creates 2 defenders to block herself. 0 ability is a win con out of nowhere. Give all your creatures +1/+1 and flying. And then it also comes with a -3. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. She does all the things. She's fantastic. We're only running 2 here. It feels like we should run more, but I don't think we really need more. Honestly, I'm viewing her mostly as a win con with the 0 ability and some other value stapled on top of it. But we are going to run here 4 Beanstalks and 4 Caretaker's Talent. It's a lot of draw power, but there'll be some games where if you only run 4 Beanstalks, you never draw it. And if your opponent Beanstalks first, you kind of lose those games. So we're running 8 copies of Draw Engines, 4 lockdowns for Mono Red, also some Ride's End, very good Mono Red exile removal, plus pairs with the Beanstalk, 2 Get Lost for Planeswalkers, and any kind of thing in between. Just a single Carrot Cake, lots of Mono White versions run more Carrot Cakes, but we're just going to run 1 in here. You can cast it on your own turn for a rabbit, and then sack it on your opponent's turn to get an extra talent draw. Running 2 Lanterns. This is my tech of choice in control decks for Omniscience Hate. It's my favorite one, because you get 4 activations for 2 copies, whereas if you run Cease and Desist, which is another great option, you only get 2 copies in the deck, and so it does gain you life against Mono Red. But once both of these are through, you're kind of cooked, whereas Soul Guide Lantern threatens the activation the entire game. A single Smite, and 2 Sweepers in Day of Judgment, and a single Beza. And a clean looking mana base. This is what we're going with here today. Let's try to rack up some wins. I'm feeling like we're going to run hot. But there's only one way to find out. We got to enter the ranked queue. We're getting close to Mythic. A very casual season this month. No speedruns. I think we're somewhere in Diamond. I think we're in Diamond. I think we're maybe bottom of Diamond. I'm honestly not sure where we are these days. Seorit Ficus, the Virtuous. Who goes first? We're on the draw. It looks okay to me. It's not Mono Red. It is potentially New Age. Is it prowessy stuff? So we are desperately looking for that lockdown here. It's not a lockdown. If it's not a lockdown, I don't want it. And the question is, do we have time to Beanstalk, or do we have to just get lost something here? They don't have the Steel Cutter just yet. For the record, the exact version that I played has a lot of games on Untapped, because a lot of you guys played it, and it is doing very well. Okay. Great. We probably just kill that now. There is a small chance they have the shore up, in which case you're really screwed. So unfortunately, I think we do it on our own turn. That is one reason to run shore up, actually, is as the deck becomes more common, if the opponent knows you're on 1 or 2, it does change their play patterns. They could be running the exact version. Anyway, maybe I'll even go check the stats. But I think my version's doing really well. Alright, we'll probably just take the Beanstalk here. We're still looking for a lockdown. We could draw into a Smite. We don't. Probably not Elspeth's best deck. Miss Moore's we can play next turn and draw and block. It's pretty good unless they hit the next rage. I think I'll keep that. Let's see. Is it? So my exact version, which is potentially this exact version, is running 62.3% win rate over 1,100 games. And I'm not saying that mine is necessarily the best. It was certainly a strong version. It was a good combination of the best of 3 versions. Some people complain about stock up, but I think it's solid. All right, here we go. We'll go land for turn, and we'll drop a blocker, draw some cards. We have very little life gain in the deck besides Beza. So if they can just get us low here, it is certainly an issue. We don't quite have the Zur turnaround of the, you know, the classic deck. Bolt Wave to the face. Yeah, we might just lose the long game for lack of ability to undo the burn damage. Tackle button. Block here. Block here. Take 3. Drop to 6. Still no lockdown. Lockdown would be huge. Now they level up the talent and get back a burn spell, which kind of sucks. We could try to Beanstalk into the lockdown. Love the talent Bolt Wave. Or Stock Up or Rage. Is Rage lethal? It's very close to lethal. But I don't think it's likely enough to try to Beanstalk into precisely the lockdown. I don't think that's a play worth working around. We could also play the Lantern here, actually. And take whatever they pick off the talent. Then we would take 3 damage this turn. I mean, we've kind of lost either way. But the Lantern is an interesting play. If we hit any interaction here, it's much better. Nope, it's just another land. Okay. I guess we'll take our Surveil. Yeah, that's rough. It is interaction. I guess you keep it. Probably going to play Elspeth next turn, though. We'll draw. Ah, we can't. We don't have enough mana to do it all. Yeah, alright. We'll take the Bolt Wave, or the Monster Rage, doesn't matter. Like I said, without life gain in the deck, we'll probably lose the long game anyway. They hit a land. We'll just take the whole graveyard here. Take 3 to the face with Elspeth on the way. And then it's a top deck war. We almost have the Miss Moors flipped. Okay. Double draws. Ride's End is not bad. And we hope they whiff again here. We have no smite. Land. Nothing in the graveyard. And level up for 6 mana though. Alright, game goes on. Very interesting. Last card is potentially land in hand. It's certainly not a Bolt Wave. They do throw away 1 attacker. More land. Alright. So we desperately need a Beza is the most important thing to accomplish here. We should want to draw cards. We could take a cheap Ride's End now. It would also shut off their ability to pump some of their spells. We have to deal with the Spire too. This leaves open 4 mana this turn. Don't draw any cards. I think we go Ride's End here first. Now I guess we can plus and draw a card. Alright, let's start here. Tarkir's talent. Plus here. Draw a card. Sure. Now we hold open Ride's End and the Get Lost. With the 6/6, we're 1 Bolt Wave from death. Ooh, that is really bad. Because that is a dig deep for Bolt Wave. Or a Burst Lightning. Burst Lightning plus land also does it. Yep, that's it. This game. Nothing to do to gain life here, yeah? Sure. You got it. Game 1. It's all good. We are in Diamond, apparently. We're in Diamond 3. That is interesting. I mean, this deck will change the meta. It will be played. And, if Bolt Wave is a part of it, it does have a little more pressure, I guess. Where's Lightning Strike? I'm just thinking if life gain needs to be more highly prioritized in control deck destruction. Because it doesn't get you out of it versus Nemesis. But against Burn, it maybe could actually get you out. We're on the draw here. We have a Surveil Land and a Carrot Cake to stall. I think it's okay to keep. Plus a lockdown in the opening hand. We don't have double white yet. It's the same deck. Again. What have we done? What have we done? Oh, looking for that next land. It's not the same deck. It's true otters here. It's not a land, alright. We will dig for it. It is a land. I think you keep it. I think it's too much not to. It's too bad it's a survey land, but we can chump here twice in a row and gain some life off the carrot cave. This guy's haste and prowess, but not trample. They put the rage here. This is a card we want to kill more anyway. Do put the rage there. So if we're gonna burn a removal spell, we'd rather burn it on the card with the discount effect. And they rage again. We have a surveil land on top. Drop to 5. Both with trample. That sucks. Man, you can get lost here, I guess. Maybe a little safer. Carrot Cake does bring you up to 8 though. They cast 2 spells. It's a pair of 4/4s. They deal 8 with trample. We drop to 1. Or we get lost one of these now. I think it's close. We get a little bit of value at the carrot cake if we do it. And you probably just want the next land here. You don't have to decide now, but none of this is ideal. Another land? Okay, haste and prowess. Ah, bolt wave now. Sure. So is there any combination that lets us live here? So go up to 4, block here, take too much, kill this, block this. I think we are dead no matter what here. There's a land. Could have been nice. Little turn 3 untapped land. Might have changed things a bit. So we block here. Everyone else got trample. Take 6. There's no way to do it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Do we want to change the deck a little bit? What is the most played deck in the meta right now? I mean, it's dumb to over-index on this much, but, we could probably do a really slight tweak here. We can probably trim a couple Caretaker's talents and then put in like 2 smites. And this is going to be a very reasonable change for best of 1. We'll just try this. We'd love to take out the lanterns, but then you auto lose the omniscience matchup, which is part of the problem with the meta right now. You have to be both fast enough to either kill red or omniscience, or you have to have answers to all of the red creatures and omniscience, and potentially now you need life gain too, so makes deck building a little bit tricky. We're on the play. Sure, we'll keep this. It's a 3rd land. Yeah, I think I will still keep this. Untapped land is vastly better. But if they do nothing, we can still go into Hauntwoods here. We don't know what kind of deck they are yet. Orzhov. Orzhov Pixies. We might be able to lock down successfully. We'll probably just bin the 5-drop here. Although Get Lost is not amazing. Lantern is also not amazing. Let's get rid of this guy. We have the next land on top. Let's go tap land here. And we can either lock down or Hauntwoods, depending on what we're feeling. If they discard again, we'll probably bin the Get Lost. Momentum Breaker. We've seen no blue. I think the Get Lost can go. So the question is, do we take what they have, or we let them pick up the Nightmare and put it back down again? If we ramp right into ELSPETH, which doesn't make flying blockers. I mean, they probably want to pick this stuff up, right? So I think we'll just take the lockdown here. Rather than discard 1 more card to the Nightmare. Not be thrilled about. It's weird because it doesn't actually impact the battlefield, right? If they don't have anything, then we just wasted it. Maybe they're just pure discard. Discard a non-land card. I think we just keep the Hauntwoods here. 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. Yeah, okay. Cool. Never didn't have it. See if they make us discard another card. Notably, we were on 6 draw engines, but we took out 2 of them. So now we're at 6 from 8, and we happen to not have them in the perfect matchup, but this... Nothing you can do, dude. Yeah, we have no choice. Goodbye. Nothing can be done. Alright. Down to 16. It's a card. Prairie attack is probably not so useful here. We haven't lost, but now we just sit here for a while. A single beanstalk off the top. See if they have the Kieran too to save this thing. That'd be too bad. They do. All right. Okay. I don't really need to pick up the rides and the bonus talent though. Okay, down to 14. There's a beanstalk. That's quite nice. 2-mana open here. They could have the next Kieran in hand. Beza, great. Unfortunately, they pick up the talent and have us discarded anyway. But, such is life. Two to the face. That's a 12. Pick it up. Put it back down. Wow. Much impressed. Alright, let's hope for any top deck here. Yeah, I have to. Pick it up again. Nope, not a good top deck. We might as well attack with the Prairie. Since we have nothing else to do. We can't block with anything either. We're gonna flip the Hauntwoods, but okay. Scavenger. It's a lot of air pressure. They don't play any other enchantments though. We're gonna hold on to the talent. Let's see what else they do. I mean, we have to top deck a basically a lockdown or Dave Judgment here. We put the Bandit after combat, which is weird because I could have gotten the extra 20 damage. Level it up, drain us to 4. So it's, yeah, it's got to be Dave Judgment or ideally lockdown off the top here. This makes 2 blockers, but it feels like too little too late, right? One or fewer cards. So, I mean... yeah, I think we've lost here. We can block, take 2. On upkeep, we take 2 more. Alright. Like I said, we're running hot today. I could feel it. I could feel it in my bones. Whew. Feels good. Just a little D rank. Oh, that's good to toughen you up a bit. No problem. No problem at all. Just gotta dig your heels in. Grit your teeth. Cloudo. We're on the draw again. We have lockdown. We have double whites. We have a draw engine. We have all the things you might want in an opening hand. Beanstalk would maybe be a little better, but otherwise, you know, certainly have lots of really lovely pieces here. Let's begin. Are we Omniscience? because we don't have the answer to that. If we get rock, paper, scissors to the face. No, it's a Kieran. Okay. Is this worth killing? They could have another Kieran to protect the first Kieran. But we get to lockdown next turn, so I think you let it go. What's going on, dude? That's it? Next Kieran in hand. If we do this, they probably protect the first Kieran. I think that's weird. I think we wait for a good lockdown turn. That is not bad either. We either talent here or Hauntwoods. Hauntwoods and Elspeth is not particularly good. Hauntwoods into... I think Hauntwoods is okay. I don't think we're gonna do a whole lot. I think next turn we're kind of priced into lockdown. We're assuming another flashed in Kieran here is my guess. One does nothing. That's interesting. We don't really know what the deck they are, to be honest. Shelter. All right, it's a good lockdown. We get back a 6/5. Feels like it'll about wrap up the game with only 1 mana open. Okay. Goodbye. Hold the get lost. Or just get the lantern value. I think we're good to get the lantern value. We'll just cycle it away. If they go creature shelter again, then we have the next lockdown anyway. Otherwise, I think I'd hold up and get lost if I was worried about the next shelter. Alright, we get a win. That's quite nice. Some morale boost for the troops. Back up to getting back to Diamond 3. Just trying to backtrack a little bit. Here we go. SLAYER. On the draw again, by the way. We do have lockdown, which is nice. We have Beza, we have Elspeth, we have Smite. We'll keep this. We hope they are aggro. They're mono red, of course. They are gonna plot a ruckus. I think we want to hold open white here. Hello. Yeah, what's up? No Boros yet. Let's see if they ruckus. Well, we hold on to the Smite for what it's worth. Hope it connects. This is a +1/+1, so if this plus the rage, it does survive. I think we, I mean, we have to kind of go for it here if they deliver an attack. Let's just click quickly. I passed lightning fast there. You saw me do it. That was crazy fast right there. It still has 3 toughness. When it dies this turn, it doesn't die, right? If it would die, exile instead. Okay, we give this a go. Oh ho ho! No rage. Saved 10 points of damage there. I'm feeling good about my life choices. They plot another ruckus though. And we sit here and do nothing. We can hold full control so they don't know that we have totally nothing. Otherwise, if you play the land, you have nothing. It just auto passes. I don't know if it's that relevant this time around, but sometimes it does give a lot of information. Alright, Beza is not so impressive just yet. We can just throw down a random Mistmores here. Try to at least get life or creatures, something. Next turn we could Elspeth, and again just plop down some extra 1/1s. Opponent's hand is all land and pump spells, but it's not Monstrous Rage, so it's like all land and turn it inside out, I guess. I think there was no stick. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all land. I think it's literally all land. It could now be inside out, but at the time there was no stick. We went for the Smite, so we rank up. We're going to Diamond 3. Should just edit the video together, starting from the wins, right? Wouldn't that be the way to do it? We run it back. What do we start at today? I don't know how many we lost in the beginning. We're 2-3 currently. A very solid 40% win rate. Is that possible? I don't remember winning. I don't remember losing that many games. We're on the play with the Beanstalk. Looks great to me. El Profeta. Fastland. Let's go. It's Golgari. Interesting. Could be running the new Golgari Dragon, which I still think is very good. 2 mana kill every early creature. 5 mana kill every enchantment. Like, that's going to be tough against us. Be very relevant against us. Alright, now they are Abzan? Question mark? Abzan surveil lands only. Well, I guess we're not doing a whole lot this turn. Actually, we basically get a card. They don't deploy a whole lot. Hauntwoods of their own, alright. Ramping up. 6 cards in hand. Gets us down to 5. I guess this is the only thing we can do here. More land. Alright. That's fine. Is there anyone playing Abzan? What do we know about Abzan these days? Fountainport, it's a nice land for a long, grindy game. They do nothing here. They could Rides End us, which we have nothing to do. So I'm pretty happy to attack here into whatever they got. Give them heck. Do nothing. Let's try to surveil into not a land. I think that would be nice. Just gonna Fountainport. Oh, thank you, deck. The land is bountiful. All right, so we try again. It's a fish. No, it's a treasure. Even more dangerous than a fish. We'd love to fire off a Ride's End anywhere, and just get the Beanstalk draw. The opponent is straight chilling. Ho ho ho! That's a card. It also does not tap, so I guess we will kill that for 5 mana. On our own turn. What do we learn here? Vivian, Binding, Beanstalk, Day of Judgment, Bitter Triumph, Paranation. Well, good thing we're going to exile this sucker. But we do have our work cut out for us. Binding is coming. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. So it's Abzan, but you rely on the Everywhere land to get the blue, I guess. I don't see any other way to get blue in here. Abzan Splash. Atraxa? One of Atraxa, maybe? Opponent is taking their time. Here, this is what I would pick for you. Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, we can't Rides in the tapped permanent. Alright. Discard to hand size. It's a land. Let's go. Oh my gosh, deck. Come on, what are we doing here? Why are you doing me like this? Goodbye. Draw a card. It's not a land. Okay. Get him, boys. Okay. Down to 12. So what can you reanimate? Target permanent. So I can go get Vivian. Maybe that's why they discarded her. I don't know. Doubling Season. Dude is just running all the bangers here. Okay, let's just read this real quick. Yeah, twice as many tokens. Counters. Put twice as many counters. We have to remember that with Planeswalkers. I guess we are starting with the Beanstalk here. See if we can draw anything relevant. Caretaker's talent. Sure. We don't have any tokens yet, but we can make some off the carrot cake. So I guess that is what is happening. Are we trading with the Hauntwood so they can't doubling season it? I mean, we'd have to do the smite this turn instead, which I don't think is what we're trying to do. So I guess it's this. And we keep drawing here. Make a token. It's a land. It's a land. It's another land. Let's go. All right. I think we sit here. We'll give them the doubling season effects. So they have a whole bunch of everywhere lands. Plus a binding on the Beza. A Bitter Triumph. Discard another Abzan land. We don't necessarily want to chump block. It's just a little bit cheaper to copy it. In case we need mana very specifically for a certain play. I'd rather just take 6 here. I don't even... Oh god, what does this card do? Each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. Okay, alright. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Geez, you can be the creature, I guess. Oh, it auto-selected some of them for us. That's nice. That's real nice. Well, we could copy... We don't have any 5-drops anyway. You can be our Chemic, so we can copy you immediately. And then we'll keep the Lush Portico. And we'll submit 4. Go ahead and keep the Beanstalk. Alright. You think I'm giving up? You're wrong. Let's draw a card. No, we're giving up here. Oh gosh. I mean, we could keep going. Double block this guy and smite it. Two +1 counters. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't think I need to see any more of that game. Maybe you keep going, but doubled Liliana counters every turn. Just seems like a rough hill to climb back up. Tough day. Tough day in the arena. We're on the play. Sure, it's okay. Let's start here. Lockdown, I'm not going to throw it away. You just don't know. You just don't know if you need it. Turns out we need it. Surprise, surprise. It's a hero. We'll go Lantern Cycle here. Didn't need to show him the second white. We could have hid the second white. In case it, you know, influences how much they commit here. Like if they don't want to commit, they use a Rockface Village on the hero. And that's their way of saying F you. I'm not going to play out into the lockdown. They give me the middle finger. Alright, we'll go ahead and take our draw. No need to belabor that point. Second lockdown's nice though. Doesn't feel as bad to throw away the first one. We don't have double green anyway, so I think we are just doing this. Ideally they go 1-drop, 2-drop here. Into the next lockdown. 1-drop. 1-drop, 1-drop. Sure. It's a land. We could miss Moors and hold on one more turn. I mean, they only have 2 lands here. Go block, block. Or we could go Hauntwoods, which would let us do what? Lockdown plus get lost. I think we'll just drop the Mistmoors. See if we can't get them to commit a little more into the lockdown. Especially if they're stuck on land. Another 1-draw. And a rage, I suppose. Well, we tried to get him to commit. They do it before we declare blocks. So it's got to be a Burst Lightning here, I guess. Or a Witchstalker Frenzy. They might have a Witchstalker Frenzy in hand. They're being kind of weird there. Shock Face. Sure. Alright, we dropped to 11. It's probably just the lockdown here. And we hope they slow down a little bit. We've gotten rid of 4 of their creatures. They hit the 3rd land. We do have an answer to the Nemesis. It's not game over immediately. It's another hero. Another hasty hero. Very unfortunate. Down to 8. Double Get Lost is not the end of the world. Can wait to see if they invest into it too. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. We're getting close to flipping the Mistmores too, which is not so bad. So if we want to save some damage, we can go for this now. We don't get the blowout from the we don't get the blowout from Monstrous Rage, but it does reduce damage a little bit. So we only take 2 here instead of 4, which I think is worth it since we're at 8. Claw as well. We're gonna flip the Mistmores here. So we could do nothing and hold the next Get Lost. I don't think we need to burn it, because we don't have to do anything this turn at all if we don't want to. We attack, they get 1 damage for free. I think we hold on. Red Zen is also a nice pickup. Is it finally time to get down something else? The answer is no. At 6, I don't think so. I think we are still holding on here. The land would be huge, then we could get the Hauntwoods down, hit the land, still hold open a Ride's End or Get Lost. I think we do deny the value. 2 attacks, that's interesting. This feels like Witchstalker Frenzy, right? Let's move to blocks first and see, now I'm not quite sure. Burst Lightning Face. I guess they have Lightning Strike for lethal here. That is unfortunate. Okay. Can't do anything but laugh. You could always just ditch everything, Runzer. Have the out. I wanted to play some Selesnya tokens today. We are playing it. There's no doubt. We are playing. We're showing up. You can look at the minutes on the clock. We've played it for sure. It has been played. We're on the draw. We have lockdown again. Let's hope it's enough. Could be Omniscience. We could have the perfect out to that. Nope, it's black. All right, that's okay. Get this down early. It's, maybe we keep the lantern around now. Ah, it is relevant. Okay, so we hold the threat of activation over them. And we're looking to draw the next one. They mill us! Sure. Now I don't know if they actually want to mill us or not. I'm assuming not, but, I mean, I'm going to hold on to my lantern here. We'll scry. We have enough land to Mistmores on 4. Mistmores into Mistmores. Is there anything else we really want more? In theory, the next lantern is best. This is pressure, though. Pressure into the Elspeth 0, I think, is worth keeping. Let's just chill here a moment. We can go tap land into Mistmoors, into Elspeth 0. That's the rough plan here. I think they're Sultai Reanimator. And they might just try to mill us the F out, though. We can only exile an opponent's graveyard. I'm not even sure that they aren't Sultai Mill. They may have completely changed up the game plan. They do mill the card on top, which is okay.
I will shatter your mind.
13 cards in the graveyard. I mean, I think we can take the Lantern draw here. There's probably nothing we would play. I think I'd rather just make a Carrot Cake token. 10 to 17. Alright, they're gonna go for this. They... to get back found in the third path. I don't think we care if they get that back, though, right? They mill what? Yeah, I think you just let that go. They are, in fact, scoring Emergence. Their new plan is to mill us out, but they're doing that slow enough. Like, hopefully we can still get there. They mill themselves this time. Yeah, they're going back to the OG plan. Interesting. They run a... Yeah, they have Invasion in here, too. They're just trying to juke us out in the beginning, I think. Alright, we take the Carrot Cake. I think we take one more land for Elspeth. Yeah, guarantees we play it next turn. Cool. Here's this guy. Alright, so the question is, do we have to burn the Lantern now on this next scoring Emergence? What do they... We'll let them spend the mana first, and then we can decide after. What do they want to target? The Jace. Do we not, No, we get to do it now. I think it's worth it here. Make them start over. Yeah, I know. That's why it's in the deck. Alright. It's Elspeth time. I think we're just 0. It's a good chunk of damage, right? Get him, boys. 10 to 5. The Elspeth turn them sideways strategy. Good game, good game. Turn them sideways. Seize your destiny. This is the kind of win I should edit into my video. Whew, dude, it's been a rough day in the arena. Are we only... Oh, you know what? Maybe we're at Diamond 3. Man, it feels rougher than it is. Or maybe we lost one and didn't move us back down to Diamond 4. Our record is not so good today, though. 29% win rate. We're 2 and 5. That win might have upped us to 3 and 5. All right, now we're 3 and 5. It's fine. It's close to 3. 9 cities. The veteran brawler. We're on the play. It's not amazing. We have a smite to like hold down the fort for a bit. Can haunt woods right into an Elspeth. Elspeth isn't like great to just ramp right into alone. She's better with the force. I'm not gonna mulligan it, but I think I've seen better. Aha. Now are we Omniscience? We don't have double green for the haunt woods either, actually. This might work out for us. Unclear. Get lost, okay. Let's hold on to the Lantern. We don't know. Now I think there is Azorius control. Second Ghost Vacuum. The Anchorage. There's no reason to play the Anchorage in Omniscience because you never win with damage. I think we can bend the Lantern here and try to hit the green. If we're wrong, it's really bad, but you don't run the Anchorage in that deck. There's no reason to. We hit the green. I think it was worth the risk. And now we get to ramp out a little bit. And they get to spend every turn holding priority to tap things with the Ghost Vacuum, which is nice. So now we Elspeth and just plus, and it's really not that impressive. If they hold up in the counterspell, I don't even... Ah, Synthesizer. Okay. That makes a little more sense with the Ghost Vacuum. So we have lots of lockdowns. We have lots of Day of Judgments. They go 2 to the bottom. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's start putting on pressure. They can Perilous Snare our stuff. We have no draw engines yet. This could be interesting, or we could just get whomped immediately. Collected Company. And we don't run Cease and Desist, which you obviously can run. World Waker Helm. 3 mana Mythic rare artifact. If you create 1 or more artifact tokens, create those tokens plus an additional map token. Pay 2 mana, tap. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact token you control. Alright, this is actually a good draw for us. We definitely begin with this. Probably gonna get lost the 6/6 at some point. Which means we could spend a mana. I mean, we're just gonna start here with plus.
I welcome all allies.
Yeah, we could smite. We could attack and double smite here. I don't know if it's gonna get any better. We won't have a target for this, but it's interesting. It's not that bad. We could also use the talent under the assumption that we can draw off the Storm Slayer every turn. I'm not sure that's worth it. I don't think the smites are going to get any better. The biggest issue is we took down the Get Lost shield. The other thing is if we level the talent here and level it up again next turn, we'll swing for 4, 12... I mean, we swing for actually a huge amount of damage. Yeah, the biggest risk is if they have a removal spell for ELSPETH. I guess we could... I think it's a lot of damage. I think we could win next turn. So we have 6 tokens, and they could all be 4/4s. So this got to be a good pick by the opponent. And we have enough mana to both level it up and clear out 1 blocker. So we have 24 damage presented, I think. So they need the Perilous Snare to nab the ELSPETH. And target creature. They get 2 blockers here. We can kill one of them. So now we get in for 4 of these guys. Mana value 3 or greater. So we hit for 4. It's 16 damage, right? It does not quite kill them. But we have a Haunt Woods on the way back. I think we go for it. I don't know if we're going to get... Their option is to plus and draw a single card. They hit any removal. They can upgrade anything into a removal spell. But they only have 1 attacker. I think it's worth pushing for here. I do think it is. So here is the first level up. And here's the 0 ability. Oh, they get flying. What am I thinking? They get flying. Yeah, of course. My bad. I forgot they get flying too. I was thinking we had to clear out the blockers. We only have 1 mana open. Yeah, my bad. Of course they get flying. I think it's a very decent finisher with the Caretaker's Talent. Like, it's not even like we had, we didn't have 10 to 12 lands and we need to level everything up. It was like a very quick clock there. A couple 1/1s doubled, level up the Caretaker's Talent, and then 0 the ELSPETH, and you're good to go. Like, that'll clear some people out. I forgot about the flying too. Alright, this will probably be our last game. Let's see if we can't net even on the day. I think we are 4-5 currently, after some rough games in there for sure. We're currently 4-5. We're up against the Galdis. We're on the draw. We have Smite and Beanstalk and Haunt Woods. We don't have double green. We do have Ride's End. I think we keep this. It's mono red. Great. Alright, I do think we hold open Smite here. And then probably try to hold him Ride's End on turn 2. I don't know if we can afford to get Beanstalk down or not. It'd be great if we could. It's Boros. It's Double Strike Boros. But we do have the answer. Better than Hexproof. Alright, one sucker down. I think you just hold the Ride's End. Otherwise... if they tap out, we could Ride's End on our turn. If they see us tapped out and they tap out and they attack with the mouse for a lot of damage. Smite's not a bad top deck too. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Ideally, we see no white this turn. If we see no white, we go for the Ride's End, we draw a card, we hold the Smite, they leave open specifically a white. That is unfortunate. Definitely makes our life awkward here. Lockdown is fantastic. We can go for one more pick here if we want. We can Smite, and when they go for the Hexproof, we can go for the Ride's End. It is perhaps a little on the greedy side, but they haven't done a whole lot yet. Let's hope Smite makes sense. If they can get the toughness above 3, then it's no longer as sensible. Claw? If you invest, you only have 1 white left. Now they move to combat. Now they have 2 white open. Great. I will attempt this. And the question is, do you have double rescue? There's rescue 1. But at least we follow up with lockdown. I don't know if the game froze here. No? Okay. Oh, the clean Ride's End. Very nice. Alright, I do think we're taking the turn off to Hauntwoods. See how much damage they can suit up. That was not a very impressive turn on their side, right? It's not a bad draw. Play the Surveil land. Another Carrot Cake. Yeah, we could play that with the Mistmores this coming turn. Plus it gains his life. I think it's an okay keep. Alright, this is your window opponent. We are tapped out. Little do you know we have lockdown on the way. It's not the end of the world here. Drop to 13. Level it up. They got nothing in hand. That's great. They do have Stick, so it makes the get lost a little bit worse. We could spend the turn locking down. We lose our Beanstalk. But it does eliminate the problem in front of us. The thing is, the next thing has haste too. So I think we make the blockers instead and still try the get lost play. It's just not super ideal because there is Stick. When we move to combat, there's Stick, so you know that they have something. Could also go for Carrot Cake. I think we will attempt to get lost. Because if we get it out of their hand, we can always lock down. I didn't want to give up the Beanstalk just yet. Could also be on full control. We don't know. Burst Lightning, a blocker. Alright. 2 attackers. We give them the attack trigger. But if they have Rage, I think it's worth seeing here first. If we can grit our teeth and bear it. Alright, attempt to block. Level up is not that bad. There's no trample. Okay, I'll go for it now. Could have been just been full control. Could have been the Burst Lightning. Not that bad. I think we just Carrot Cake here. I mean, I'm not really sure what their hand is, but sure. All right, you go well into the lockdown. You get 1 map token value. Hero on top. Alright, let's take the life gain in the scry. Before we lock down. We could use Fountain Port to sack one of these two. So I think it is basically attack. Then lockdown. Then Mistmores. They trade. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you leave double strike around. I think it does need to be this still. That means we lose the Beanstalk, but I think it's worth it at this point. We have multiple Hauntwoods coming over the next couple turns. So goodbye, Beanstalk. We get the 2-1s, and we flip the Hauntwoods. And that's a lot, and we're at 15. So this, we lose our draw engine, but I think at this stage of the game it's worth it. Flip Hauntwoods this turn, flip Mistmores next turn. They scoop. All right, I'm really glad we won that because that means we break even on the day, and I wasn't really super thrilled with how we started. So I think we've gotten back to exactly probably where we were before we did the Selesnya encounters thing. It's just RNG, man. Just RNG. I don't hate the first change we made to go -2 on the Caretaker's talent and +2 on the Smite. Like if you think about how people sideboard in best of 3 in like the Xur deck, for example, some non-zero number of Beanstalks come out and like Smites come in. And so if we assume that, you know, 30+% of the meta is mono red, then we should be building our best of 1 decks as if we had already sideboarded in for the mono red matchup. It's not every game, but I don't think it was a terrible change to make. And maybe instead, if you really wanted to, you could go, you know, 4 talents and 2 Beanstalks, or 2 Beanstalks and, sorry, yeah, either 4 talent and 2 Beanstalk, or 4 Beanstalk and 2 talent. I think both are reasonable. The talent finisher is really cool. We only saw it once today, but it is cool to like, hey, pump out a 1/1, pump out a 1/1. You know, it's like doing whatever you're doing. And then out of nowhere, you go level up +2/+2, and then level up, you know, now you have +3 and flying to everything like that, and ends the game really quickly. So I like that aspect. So figure it out however you want. Soul Guide Lantern, you know, answered 1 game, and in the matches where it was bad, we were able to cycle it. So it could have been cool versus the Artifacts deck, the Coco Artifacts deck, if you have Cease and Desist. But overall, Lantern, yeah, it gives you 4 activations for 2 card slots in the deck. So the deck is fine. It's obviously fine. It went 50-50. I think the thing you notice most is the lack of Xur, because the inability to turn around versus the Izzet burn and the mono red burn and be like, all right, here's I gain 6 life off my attack is missing from this deck. Like we only have a single Beza. So yeah, you can absolutely play it. I think you could have some cool matches with it, but yeah, I would keep in mind the fact that without Xur, there is no life gain comeback, and that may become more and more relevant, especially if the Izzet Steel Cutter deck becomes more prominent and it doesn't run the Nemesis, so you're not as punished for running life gain. Like Xur could be even more critical in the meta. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, you can like, you can leave a subscribe as we get closer to 40,000 subscribers, and you can leave a comment. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.